So they want you to believe that they are monsters. They want you to believe that the people behind the curtain are these all-powerful dark magicians orchestrating every move with perfect precision. Because if they are monsters, then you have to be afraid. And if you are afraid, you are manageable. You are small. But I want you to do something for me today. I want you to stop looking at the scary mask. And I want you to look at the trembling hands holding the mask in place. We call them the deep state. We call them the cabal. We call them the elite. But those words, give them too much credit. Let's call them exactly what they are. Custodians, janitors, estate managers. They are the caretakers of a reality system that has already been condemned. Imagine a building where the foundation is rotted out. The walls are buckling, the roof is caving in. And you have these men in suits running around with duct tape and buckets of paint, frantically trying to hide the cracks. They aren't building a new world order. They are desperately trying to keep the old world order from collapsing on top of their heads. So why are they panicking? Why is the narrative so chaotic right now? Why does the news feel like a fever dream? It's because of the signal. We've talked about the great remembering. We've talked about the biological upgrade. The frequency of this planet is rising. Whether you call it the Schumann resonance, or the influence of 3i Atlas, or simply the turning of the age, the vibration is shifting. And here are the physics of it. A low-frequency structure cannot exist in a high-frequency environment. It shatters like a glass when the opera singer hits the high note. The control grid, the financial systems, the fear-based media, these are low-frequency structures. They are dense, they are heavy, and the water is rising. There is a group within the Pentagon known as the Collins Elite. You may have heard of them. These are the men who look at the UFO phenomenon, they look at the non-human intelligence, and because of their dogma, they scream demons. They are terrified. They think they are fighting Satan, but they are just tragic figures. They are looking at the butterfly emerging from a chrysalis and calling it a monster, simply because it destroys the cocoon. They are fighting to save the cocoon. But you are the butterfly. They aren't evil, they're obsolete. They are scared old men guarding an empty tomb. They are trying to legislate gravity. They are trying to arrest the sunrise. And that is why we don't need to fight them. When you fight them, you get angry. When you throw rocks at the machine, you lower your frequency to match theirs. You enter their arena. You give them exactly what they need. Energy. The No Good Breathing Protocol is different. We do not engineer consent. We engineer resonance. We don't try to break the wall. We just turn up the volume. We vibrate at the frequency of truth. We vibrate at the frequency of sovereignty. We vibrate at the frequency of the future. So when you see the headlines, when you see the fear porn, when you see the desperate attempts to start a war, do not engage. Do not contract. Solvo. Dissolve the fear. Realize it's just the noise of the old world dying. Surgo. Rise above the smoke. See the horizon. And Fluo. Flow into the new timeline. The great remembering isn't something that happens to you. It is you remembering that you outrank the control system. You are not a victim of the deep state. You are the sleeping god that the deep state is terrified of waking up. So wake up, check your breathing, hold the line, and let the dead bury the dead. I'm Mikey No Good Noble, and this is The Shift. So if you enjoyed watching this, want to explore any more reality co-creation or consciousness ascension, just hit me up. NoGoodBreathing.com.